The lineup. He's gone for a pretty standard lineup. So I think they'll win tonight. I think the problem you'll have tonight is it'll all be about racism.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you get 5-1, you got to go for it, Steve.
Oh, I agree, mate. I agree.
5-1's fucking brilliant odds, you know.
100%, mate. Have you seen
and I think Poland is the best team England have played for a while.
Have you seen the lineup?
What, of Poland?
England's lineup.
No.
Pickford in goal, Kyle Walker, Luke Shaw, Declan Rice, John Stones, Harry Maguire, Jack Grealish, Calvin Phillips, Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling and Mason Mount.
Fucking hell, that's a team, isn't it?
Good lineup that, mate. Good lineup.
Have you got a couple of cans of beer to watch it?
I'm going to have a cup of tea, mate. I'm going to have a meringue nest, a couple of strawberries, some black grapes and a low-fat strawberry yoghurt and a nice cup of rosy.
Living the dream.
And then I might have a couple of caramel Snacker Jacks as well.
Living the dream. Hey, what size screen telly?
To be honest, I don't know, mate. It's big enough for me, put it that way. I don't have too big. It's just a nice screen. It's good. It's high definition.
Have you got your own chair, have you?
I've got the old black chair, mate. Sit in the settee, stretch out.
Is it a leather chair?
No, I got rid of that. I got a nice material one. It's just nice and comfy, mate, for the winter.
And what is it, right direct in front of the telly?
Yeah, straight ahead. Telly straight ahead.
Have you got like a little coffee table next to it with your bits and bobs on it?
Yeah, little coffee table's got the TV remote on. It's got the diary in case I need to put anything in, and I've got a couple of like beer mats there as well, mate.
Nice.
All
what's happening with old Irene then? Any news?
Yeah, I've been in touch with her. She's just taking her time. She's putting together the stuff. She's had visitors last week. She's got visitors this week. She's just had a lot going on in her life, but she's taking her time. I said, look, don't rush it. Get it right. So she's correcting the spelling mistakes that she's found. She's putting the quotes at the start. She said by next Tuesday she's hoping to have it completed. She says I should have it by next Thursday. So
that's good.
So listen, I'm just letting her control it. I'm keeping in touch with her. She's happy with the photographs after you spoke to her. She's happy with that, and she found another rare photograph of you and her together. So she sent that up to Neil. But you fully understood what we were saying about the photographs.
Yeah, I explained to her the best I could.
Yeah, and I've just said to her, I says, look, just take your time. There's no rush. It'll be when it's ready. It'll be ready, and that's it. So
there ain't no rush.
I don't like to panic her, and I don't like to put her under pressure. And I've just let her. She's driving.
Hey, did you see our one in the paper Sunday?
Yeah, it was brilliant. I saw the link.
Yeah, it was good, right up, wasn't it?
Richard sent us it, and I've got a girl who's contacted me, who I've checked her out, and she seems to be a good connection. Charlie, Sarah Arnold, she's called. She used to write for a few of the tabloids back in the day, but she's now a freelance journalist.
Ooh.
Now, what she said to us is, she says she's fascinated with the relationship. She says, I've listened to all the recordings of you and Charlie, she says, on the internet. She says, and I'd love to help you out. She says, if there's any opportunities, she says, I'd love to do it. So I've set her a task. Of listening to the recordings and coming up with some kind of story. And I said, look, you treat us properly, and we'll give you the stories. I says, but she says, look, Steve, she says, if I get any financial rebate, she says, I'm more than happy to pay you. And I said, well, that's great. I says, we've got some great books lined up. And I says, we've got a one forthcoming with Irene. And she goes, oh, that would be fantastic. So she sounds like she's been sent to us.
Oh, give her a go, mate. Give her a go.
Yeah, she's really interested in the chat. She's going to go away. She's going to listen to it. I mentioned a couple of things. I mentioned your upcoming parole. I said it's a disgrace. I said that someone like Colin Pitchfork's been released, and I says and Charlie's stuck behind bars, and I said his parole hearing's coming up. I says so surely he'll be getting the same kind of treatment, you would think, But I just told her everything, Charlie. I just said, look, from my perspective,
that's good. Give her a chance, see what she can come up with.
She could be a blessing in disguise for us, you know what I mean? And
it sounds to me like she knows the game.
Well, she does, yeah. And I also mentioned the Bronson and me book. I said, look, that could do with a bit of a kick. I says, we've got me poetry book. I says maybe he's not.
I don't know why you don't get that fucking book off that fucking idiot and rewrite it.
Yeah, I think you maybe he's right, mate. I think you
Telling you.
Yeah, I think you could be right. It might be worth doing. He's gone into hiding.
Even if it means bunging him a drink, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he's. Well, I've not heard a thing from him since the book came out.
Well, I don't want to hear from him. But all I'm saying is, there's quite a bit of work went into that.
Oh yeah, 100%, definitely, mate, definitely.
You know, they had a few pictures in there, photos, a few bits of art. That'd be a good seller, that.
It's what should be done as well. I mean, I haven't obviously COVID's hit, but there should be an opportunity maybe just for a little launch for the family, for Paula's family, and a chance for them to make a few quid for the charity that she would have supported. You know what I mean? That would be good PR. Do you know what I mean? That would be fantastic PR. Izzy got your card, by the way.
Oh, did she get it?
Yeah.
I tell you what, that was a good card, wasn't it?
Brilliant, that, mate. Yeah, well, it came just at the right time because she's just gone into senior school, so she's.
Nice one.
She's a big girl now. She's gone into senior school.
That's a very rare card, that.
Oh, she loves it. She loves it, mate. So,
please, she got it. But she's gone straight to the big school now.
Yeah, so she's obviously 11 now. So she's gone into senior school. So she's at the same school as her sister, and she's look, it's the first 2 days.
I'll make a prediction. I think she'd do well in life, you know.
You know what, Charlie? I think so as well. She's switched on. She's intelligent.
Very intelligent girl she is.
And she's a bit different. She's a bit different to the others, which is a good thing, having your unique personality, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely. So what have you been watching on TV then? Because there's been a few bits and bobs on. Did you watch Lord Lucan?
Lord Lucan, never see that.
There was a dramatisation on ITV called Lucan, which was...
I never see that. I see the one on BBC One last night. It's run for 2 nights.
Saw Silent Witness. Now I haven't watched it.
I think that was brilliant.
I haven't watched this one. I like to watch them all in one go, but that's brilliant.
Brilliant bit of acting in it.
It's great script writing.
The research they do in that is unbelievable.
It is, mate, isn't it?
Spot on. This one was about prison, you know.
Oh well, that's good. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I've recorded that. I'm watching the Stephen Lawrence one, but I'm finding that quite boring, to be honest.
What, the Stephen Lawrence? I'm fed up with hearing about that one.
Yeah, I mean, I think
there's no end to it.
They've done so much about it over the years. I just don't think there's a good one. Keep an eye out on ITV. There's one coming up. I think it's at the end of this month called Night Stalker.
Night Stalker.
And it's a true story. It's about one of those rapists. It's the same copper who solved a case, the Bellfield case, and then
that big fat piece of shit. He's up your way. He's in Franklin then.
That's right. Well, he's the copper who solved that case. He then did a case called the Night Stalker. So it's a true story. So that's coming on ITV soon.
Because they reckon that Bellfield killed someone else, didn't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I think it'll come out eventually, that.
Big fat, but he's a Muslim now, that piece of shit.
You're joking.
Yeah, he's changed his name to a Muslim name and all.
Wow, it's crazy, isn't it? Just to get better things in prison.
Piece of dog shit, mate.
Ah, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So
See, what happens now? All these Muslim boys up on the wings, they're taking canteen off normal cons.
Are they? God,
yeah.
Christ. Dear me, how.
Threatening them, fucking come to fucking Moscow, we'll do you.
Dear me, how. Oh,
I don't know what's happening with the cons today. Why don't they do something about it?
Because they're probably overrun, mate, I think. There's too many, isn't there? There's too many of them.
And what you got to realise, these Muslim boys, you know, like when rapists come in and child killers, they get right into them and make sure they turn into Muslims.
Wow.
That's what they do now, so they sort of protect them.
Bizarre, Charlie, isn't it?
Hey, when I get up on the wing, mate, all I'm going to be doing is cooking bacon. I'll piss them off.
Dear me, how. I'll
be getting the bacon right and hang it on their fucking door handles.
I'm hoping, Charlie, I hope you just get let out. I hope the parole...
Hey, strong possibility. My solicitor said that. That's what they're going for, an automatic release.
Is it?
Because where I'm going on strict release is called MAPA, right? Mm-hmm. Well, they might as well let me out now, put me on a tag and put me in hostel. What's the fucking difference?
Yeah, well, that would be much better for you, Charlie, rather than having to go through...
Many. When you're in them hostels, you can go out all day, you know.
Yeah, that would be much better for you, mate. I think. 100%. Good news.
Could literally be in an hostel by this Christmas.
Oh, well, that would be great. I got down to see Fred last week.
Oh, yeah.
And I tell you what, he looked absolutely brilliant, mate.
Did he?
Unfortunately, and he lost another one of his pals, Cliffy Anderson, who was one of his closest friends. He died. He was in his 90s as well. But Fred has lost weight, but not in a bad way. He's had an operation on his eye because he had an ingrown eyelash, which was causing him absolute murders. His eyes were running.
That's fucking painful.
So he's had that operation, that's cleared it up. But we got in, his daughter's bought him a new settee, she's bought him a new carpet, she's got rid of loads of clutter, and the flat actually looks great. And he's also had one of those, you can get a camera now, a camera bell, which he's got on his door, which when someone comes to the door, it notifies his daughter's phone, so she knows when someone's coming to his door. Because he's had a few crank callers coming to his door, you know, and he's getting too old. He's getting too old now to get rid of these people himself, you know.
See, and the thing is, his lifestyle. What we got to be careful of is because, nephews and cousins of people that have been bumped off.
Well, this is it. I mean, he's got to be protected. Do you know what I mean? And
that's what I'm saying, because people never forget.